Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. And I just noticed that one of my One Piece volumes just flopped. 1 second. I'm fixing it up. It's volume 90. Do your thing. Stay upright. Stay upright. Don't you dare fall. Come on. Let's go. Alright, the volume is up. Sorry. And welcome back to Umineko When They Cry. Sorry for that lame start. I'm finally done with my exams. Let's go. Happy days, happy days. So, now, does that mean no more Umineko videos? In theory, yes, but holidays are coming up, and I mean, I won't be recording during holidays, right? So, that doesn't necessarily mean more Umineko videos. However, because I have, I still don't travel until a few days here, until tomorrow, actually. Yeah, until tomorrow. I will try to binge record as much as I can before I travel. So I'm gonna make sure that I can get out as many videos out for you as possible. So these videos may be quick fire, short. What I mean by short is that they won't be 2 hours long. So they might be like 1 hour long. You know what I mean? Maybe even like 50 minutes. And that's the aim here, is that I record as many as possible. So this video that you're watching right now. Basically what that means is, for example, let's say you comment under this video right now. Don't expect me. Oh, what's going on, One Piece? Why are the volumes holding up? I'll talk about this while I fixed up the volumes. Come on, volume 90. Listen. So that basically means is that when you comment under this video, I probably won't see it by the time the next video comes out. By the time the next video comes out, unlike previously where I'd be able to proactively read comments and then get on to the next part, but I won't be doing that now because I'm gonna binge read basically. Come on, volume. No, stay. Come on. So yeah, it's gonna fall again. Okay. So yeah, I won't be I'll be binge reading. And I'll try to get as much progress as I can. Hopefully. Maybe I can even go as far as finishing episode 5 in this next day. I don't know how much there's left of episode 5. To be fair, I haven't gone to the second Twilight, so that might be an unsuccessful wish from me. But we'll get as far as we can into episode 5 here. Let's hope for that. Me talking like this isn't gonna help. So yeah, my exams overall. I'm sure you guys are wondering how they went since you're here. Nah, I know you don't. But guess what? I'll talk about it anyway. Why? Because that's the sort of relationship we have. Yeah, you know, I do what I want and you watch how I want. If you don't want to listen to me, you can always skip ahead or, you know, jump off. Or you can listen to me if you want. I don't know. That's how we work out here. Of course, I do accept criticism. I'm not trying to say that I don't care about your feedback at all. That's not what I'm trying to say. It was a joke, okay? But yeah, I mean, my exams overall they went okay. You know what I mean? As expected for most of them, basically. The one I had today was rough. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do as well as I think I could have. It was a bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. The previous one went decent. On the previous one I got a B, which is like acceptable. You know what I mean? I'll take a B. You know what I mean? That was the previous one. I haven't gotten my green back for the other ones because the previous one was automatically corrected because it was all just automatic answers. So I got a B. I'll take the B. You know what I mean? Sure. And the one I had today was really, really rough. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to get a good grade on this. I don't think I'll get higher than a C on the exam I had today. Which I know what you're thinking. Emin, you should be happy with a C or whatever. But I mean, I do kind of have high standards for myself. I mean, there's a reason why I didn't leave any time to record any Umineko videos for all these past days, and even during the days where I did upload videos, right? A lot of those were literally after spending so many hours a day studying, and then coming back and being like, all right, I can do one video before I go to sleep. And then the last couple of days, I haven't even done that. I've just been fully focusing on studying the entire day. So that's basically it. And that's why it's unfortunate that it didn't go as well as I'd hoped for. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, the results haven't come in yet. But yeah, there's that. But I guess now it's over. You know what I mean? I can't do anything about it. I can't change the result. All we can do is keep moving and learn from our mistakes. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think we are ready to go. Yeah. So about what I said earlier, though, it is still a joke comment. What I said about this whole relationship we have. You know, I do what I want and you do what I want. It's partly true, because ultimately I'm never gonna do something I don't want. Ultimately, I'm never gonna do something I don't want. So if you guys tell me, Amy, can you do this, and I really don't want to do it, then I'm not gonna do it. I will always listen to myself if it's something I really don't want. But if it's feedback that is very, very doable for me, then of course I will. You know, for example, how the homework for this part. You know how I told you guys that I would have a homework for this part to write down all the red and blue truths. Well, previously, back in episode 2, at the start, I was writing down all the red truths as they appeared on screen while recording videos, and you know, someone gave me a comment about how, I mean, how about you do it in your own time as homework? They didn't say as homework. I started calling it homework after that because it basically is. so they were like, yeah, do it in your own time. I was like, okay, sure, because it's one of those things like they give me feedback or criticism, whatever. You can do this better, Ramen, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it, and I did it because it slows down the part, and I agree with them. All right, sure, so I'll do it in my own time. Now I can reveal right now I have not done the homework for this part for obvious reasons. I'm trying to get as many of these out as possible. Writing down the red truths and blue truths from the last 2 parts, I can do that during the holiday time. I cannot be recording videos during the holiday time. I won't have time for that. I won't be capable of doing that. So I'm trying to focus on this right now. The red and blue truths. Even if I have to spend 40 minutes writing them down, I will write them down while listening to some music or something. All right, that's survivable. That's. But yeah. So yeah. But ultimately, I will not do. So of course I'll take feedback, but ultimately I will not do something that I don't want to do. Something like that is like, sure, I can do. But if you tell me, for example, yo, Amin, can you just ignore real life responsibilities and read the whole visual novel in 2 weeks? I'll be like, no. I really don't want to do that. So no. But if it's something like, alright, Amin, this is a way you can improve your speech. For example, let's say you think I stutter a lot while I talk, and I'm sure I do. I don't know. I'm not very critical of myself when I talk. I don't really reflect on the way I talk. I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably should. But for example, if you have feedback regarding the way I talk, maybe you can be like, alright, do this and that, and that's something I can take home. You know what I mean? Because why not? I mean, right? So yeah, and conversely, you guys can also watch these videos however you want. I mean, if you choose to, I don't know, if you choose to skip through this entire starting portion and get to when I actually start reading, you can do that. Absolutely, I'm not gonna stop you because I can't stop you. You do what you want, right? That's the awesome relationship we have. That's what makes it so interesting to be this person that is reacting to this visual novel blind, and you guys watching me react to it can skip all the stuff you don't want to watch, and if you only want to watch my pure reaction, you can do that. You don't have to listen to my side stuff. The side stuff is just added commentary for a little extra spice, and for those who want to listen, you know what I mean. Some people do want to listen to the extra stuff, and they'll, for example, I know someone told me that they'll listen to the video at 1.5 times speed or 2 times speed. Go ahead. If you're listening to me talk like this, yes, I'm gonna go lambda delta, let me eternity, Erica, talk. If you don't listen to me talk really fast, then you can do that if you want to. But I'll continue to my normal pace now. But if you want to listen to me talk at extra speed and get through the video faster, you can do that. Watch however you want to do. That's the main point there. If you're on a master, I won't finish that sentence. Oh my god. I should really think before I talk there. Yeah. Okay. The thing is, I don't know why my brain went there. I don't know why my brain went there. I don't know why my brain even went there. It just, my brain went there, and I just said it out loud for some reason, even though my brain should have gone there and should have kept it in the brain. I shouldn't have said it out loud. Now it's out there, and because I don't edit these videos, it's my complete raw reaction, complete rawness. I'm in Luffy raw. I mean, with what I just said earlier, me saying raw so many times doesn't help. But you're gonna get that, alright? You're gonna get these moments where I kinda muff. I can't edit that out, so too bad. Alright. Now let's get into Umineko. Alright, I've been talking for way too long, and I really want to read because, you know, we want to make progress here. At the end of the day, we want to make progress while we have the time to actually read. So last time we had the Lanor fighting against Battler. Battler didn't like how everyone was cornering Natsu like that, so he decided to help Natsu out, not because she cared that much, not because not she, but he, you know, care that much about actually defending Natsu and Kinzo, but more like they don't want, you know, he cares about his aunt, right? Aunt Natsu, that's our aunt. Oh, so yeah, they don't treat it like that. Eric especially being so cheeky. Alright, so Battler needed to humble her. Alright, she needed to get humbled. So Battler humbled her, found a method in which Kinzo could have actually escaped. Now I found another method, which is Rudolph, actually. If Rudolph had actually helped out Kinzo escape, that's a secondary possibility. But that would make Rudolph an accomplice. Something which is not the first time Rudolph, by the way, has been called out for maybe doing some sussy things. Episode 3 has 2 incidents where you can questionably... what was Rudolph doing? Let's not forget, he was the first person to Shannon's body. Who got to the key to Shannon's body in the parlor. He could have faked that and acted like he was the first person there, even though he had the key all along. If Rudolph was the culprit, he could have acted like it was a sex locked room situation when it really wasn't. But the parlor was open all along, and he acted like it was. If Rudolph was the culprit. Secondary, there's the whole thing that happened in the mansion, right, with Eva Tiche, which I do believe that it was actual Eva. Everything with Eva Tiche I do believe was actually Eva. Again, what was Rudolph doing then? You know, fighting Belfigure like that. I don't know. Listen. I do have my, you know, this is let's just say this is the first time, you know, Rudolph has been sussed out. Speaking of Rudolph, there's also the whole family situation he has with Battler, and I've come to realization after thinking about it that Rudolph is kind of weird either way. He's a bad husband either way. Let's talk about the husband situation now, shall we? Let's get it out of the way now, and then we'll read. I know you guys don't want me to be doing this, but I want to talk about the Rudolph Kirie Battler situation and Asumu. Let's talk about that now. Alright, let's bring it up. Alright. Yeah, boy Rudolph, what we know. So what we've been told is 18 years ago. Alright, or prior to 18 years ago, he was with Kirie first, according to Kirie. This is according to Kirie. I choose to trust what she says at least a little bit here. So she says that she used to be with Rudolph. Then Asumu took Rudolph away from her. They got married. However, Kirie and Asumu both had a child at the same time, around the same time, even though Asumu was the one that was married to Rudolph, which means Rudolph automatically, if what Kirie is saying is true, Rudolph must have cheated on Asumu to bang Kirie and have her giving birth. I'm just saying right off the bat, Rudolph is a cheater. He cheated on Asumu. But let's say he didn't. Whatever. Alright, so Kirie and Asumu gave birth at the same time. Yet Kirie was suspiciously enough, her child suffered. She suffered a miscarriage. Was it ever confirmed with miscarriage or not? I don't know the definition of miscarriage. But was it ever confirmed or not if the baby was outside her womb when he died? Because you know what I mean. You know what? Have you guys ever seen a couple of cuckoos? Or it's a classic. Not just a couple of cuckoos. Or the cuckoo egg thing, or let's just say swapping babies is not a lesser used element of a story to surprise the audience. I've seen it happen before where it's like all along the babies were swapped. But yeah, I wanna know, did the baby die within Kiria's belly, like like that, and then it had to be removed or something, or was it actually born and then due to complications of its birth, the baby's birth, it died. But however, as Asumu had a successful, uh, you know, successful pregnancy, the baby grew up to be Battler. Which we know isn't true, by the way. It's been said in red that isn't true. It's factually not true. He may be her son in familial connection, but not in birth, not by blood. But let's say that did happen. That is the story. Asumu gave birth to Battler, and then 6 years ago, Asumu was quote unquote cursed to death, and Asumu was cursed to death, and let's see, and Angel was born around that time too, which means, what does that mean? What does that mean? And that's also when Battler did his sin or whatever. Battler has a sin from 6 years ago. But let's forget about the sin. This means that I mean, there's a 9-month period of you being pregnant, sure. But either way, Rudolph is weird here. Because, let's say, Angel was born 6 years ago. That means if Rudolph banged Kiria before Asumu died, that means Rudolph cheated on Asumu again. Rudolph cheated on her again to give birth to Angie, right? And yes, sure, pregnancy is 9 months. But okay, we'll talk about that in a second. If Rudolph banged Kiria after Asumu's death, it's still hella weird because we know it's within a year, because we know that that's when Angel's born. So if Rudolph banged Kiria afterwards and then consequently gave birth to Angie, that would mean Rudolph did not give time to mourn Asumu at all. Asumu died and he went straight to the point. Alright, time to bury Kiria, let's go. Bang time, alright, Angie's out, let's go. You know what I mean? You know what? That's either way. What's going on, Rudolph? Either way, Rudolph is a bad husband. You know, I'm just Asumi deserve better. That is the story we've gotten at least. So here's what I think are possibilities. I've made some possibilities in my head, and I made these by just thinking about. Right? I've already theorized about this before, but I also have that little inspiration from JoJo. If you guys have seen JoJo, in JoJo Part 6, this is not a spoiler because you don't really know. There's no context to it. But basically, in JoJo Part 6, there's a woman who gave birth to a child, but she swapped the child that she gave birth to with another child that was present at the time in the hospital. Yeah, and so she raised someone that wasn't her birth child, while someone else raised her child. I don't actually remember the exact reason for it. I did binge watch the last core part 3 of JoJo, so I don't actually remember why she did that, why she would do that. But she did do that, and we eventually got stuff from that. Of course, we got story consequences of that happening, but I don't remember. It was really quick. It was explained really quickly, by the way, so I didn't manage to catch exactly why. Well, I think I did manage to catch why at the time, but now I've forgotten because it's been like weeks since I watched JoJo. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is one possibility that I made up in my head is Kiria's birth was not unsuccessful. You heard me, because we know Battler cannot be Asumu's birth child, but it has been confirmed that he can't be Kiria's birth child. What if Battler is actually Kiria's birth child, and Asumu gave birth to another Battler, well, a kid that she called Battler, but she swapped their births. And so Kiria's child became Battler, and the other child became the dead one. And Kiria's not aware of this. Kiria's not aware. She thinks that her child died as a result of, I don't know, that's unfortunate, right? So what does that mean? That for this theory to work, right? The child would need to die after being born, like after being brought out from the belly, right? That's why I ask: did Kiria's child, quote unquote, die with while it was still in her belly and then have to be removed, or It wasn't after he was born and he was alive for a time, but due to complications, the child died. If it's due to complications, the latter, then Asumi's could have switched to 2, and then Kira's child became Asumi's child and Rudolph's. Now this works in multiple ways. For one thing, you have, and the reason why Asumi's sister children is a similar thing to Nazi. Asumi could have been struggling similar to the way Nazi's struggling, where she wanted to give an heir to Rudolph, right? And because of that pressure, and realizing that her child wasn't going to survive, she swapped the babies, making that so her child was the healthy one, and the Kiria's child was the unhealthy one. And Kiria cursed her. Kiria cursing her might have been because she knows of what happened, but she can't do anything about it because, you know. And this works in multiple ways. Another reason this works is because Battler actually looks like Angie. Battler and Angie look alike. They look very alike. I mean, they have the similar hair colors, same hair color, same eye color. I mean, in fact, if you go back to my reaction to when I first saw Angie, when she was first introduced, I was like, is that gender-bent Battler? That was my, I swear that was my first reaction. Go back, I think it was at the end of episode 3. Go back, check out my reaction to Angie breaking through that glass, and you will see, I went, let's go, we got gender-bent Battler in the building. That was my first reaction. At first I was like, is his sister? Oh, it would be cool to see if it was a gender-bent Battler. This works because they look like each other. But the issue is neither of them look like their parents. I mean, Kitty's got white hair, Rudolph's got black hair. Neither of them have, both of them have like red hair, or red, ish, crimson. I don't know, color. Not crimson, but you know what I mean. Like, dark brown, reddish hair. So it would make sense on that front, and then after this whole swapping thing happened, Rudolph cheated on Asumu with Kiria again. Once again, by the way, Rudolph was a bad husband here in this scenario. Cheated on Asumu again. Kiria realized she was pregnant, but she couldn't handle it this time. I mean, she was like, alright, that's it. I'm killing her. So her cursing her to death was straight up Kiria, after realizing she was pregnant with Rudolph's child again. She couldn't take it anymore. Kills Asumu and claims that, oh yeah, I just cursed her to death. That's what she's saying now. It's a similar thing to Nazi, how Nazi is saying that she cursed her baby that she got from Kinzo to death. I think that's some bullcrap. I don't think she cursed her to death. I think Nazi threw the baby off the cliff. 100%. She threw that baby, bro. And I think we can interpret cursing someone to death as the same as I killed them, but I don't really want to admit it. I don't really want to own up to it. So Kiria kills Asumu, then marries into Rudolph. Rudolph must know the truth of all this then. If this is the right theory, then Rudolph must know the truth of all this and wanted to reveal to Battler that, hey, guess what? By the way, Kiria's your actual mother. But Asumu's the one that was taking care of you. So there's that, right? Let's see. What else do we have? There were multiple scenarios that I made up in my head. The secondary scenario is that Kiria and Asumu both gave birth to their children successfully, but Kiria poisoned or something, did something to Asumi's child so it would die, and then swapped her child with Asumi's child so that her child would become, Asumi's child would become Kiria's child without her knowledge. Meanwhile, Kiria would act like her child would be, quote unquote, dead during birth, right? So the reason, and why would Kiria do that? It's because Asumi stole Rudolph away from her, and she's jealous. So to spite her for it, she's letting Asumi raise her child, as in Kiria's child, without her knowledge. So all along she thinks she's raising the right child, but she's not. That's a secondary theory. And then 6 years ago, Kitty got pregnant once again, but at that point she killed Asimir and married with Rudolph, and then maybe she told Rudolph the truth. That is the secondary scenario that I have in mind. Now, here's the thing, right? Whichever scenario I can envision, Rudolph is kind of a garbage husband if you think about it. I mean, either way he's cheated on his wife. Either way, he didn't really give his wife proper time to mourn her. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I'm okay with people. I'm not like Battler. I mean, okay, I understand Battler's feelings. Of course, because it's not my business. Battler's feelings is not my business. But more like in real life in general. I mean, outside of Battler's family, I'm okay with people. I mean, I don't get on people for marrying someone even after they're, let's say it's a widowed woman. I don't mind her marrying another man despite her husband dying or something. I'm not against that. I don't have, you know what I mean? That's not up to me. You know what I mean? But if the woman feels like that man was the love of her life and she never again, you know what I mean? I can't marry another man again. Then that's fine too. That's her decision at the end of the day, right? However, Rudolph, not even a year in the same year, gave birth to Angie with Kyrie. The same year, Osumi died. The woman he's been married with for 12 years at that point. That is insanity. At least 12 years. That is insanity. Rudolph is insane. Unless there's something deeper going on. That's the thing. We need the whole Rudolph backstory. That's the thing. Because I know without love it cannot be seen. I know. I'm not gonna get on Rudolph right away. All right. Chill. All right. But either way, he cheated on her with Kyrie. So either way, yeah. Okay, I've talked about this way too long. We've gone on like at least 20-30 minutes without actually making any progress, even though I said that we have limited time. So I'm going to continue on reading. Let's at least try to finish this chapter, this part, shall we? And yeah, let's keep it moving now. Alright. So yeah, I've already recapped last part, so let's go. Lambda goes, oh, yeah. This is good stuff. Erika, that was so lame. Was that good? Was that good acting? Alright, let's try to be a good voice actor as we read these lines from here on out, shall we? Whenever I'm the one who's supposed to read lines, not when they read lines. The voice actresses already do a fantastic job for their voices, for their characters. Why should I try to steal their fun, alright? Or steal their glory? They deserve all of it. All credit to the voice actors, of course, and voice actresses, alright? We're not excluding anybody here. You're all goats. You're all amazing, alright. Okay, Erika's gone back to the meta world. Alright. Oh, don't buddy up to your rich self. You're the embarrassment, not Burncastle. Damn. This is the second time Burncastle has laughed at Erika being pathetic. I don't get it. If he's your double, shouldn't you be disappointed? Shouldn't you be trying to, you know, be proud of her when she does good stuff? I mean, she's being pathetic now, but why are you laughing at her? Isn't she supposed to be you? Why don't you feel embarrassed for introducing your double and she's kind of being garbage in this, at least in this scenario, not in general. I mean, she still solved the riddle. It's impressive, but at least in this specific scenario, why are you laughing? I don't get it. Bathed in the sneers of Burncastle, the being who was like a mother to her, Erika was so ashamed that it looked as though she'd chew her lower lip to pieces. Oh yeah? You gonna mess with me? Bring it! Bring it, Erika! You gonna mess with me? Bring it! I don't care about Nazi Beato. bring it against me. You'll have to understand. Last part, people are saying, or I saw someone saying that, you want to defend Nazi and Beato just because. The reason why I was so hyped up for Battler last part is because it's Battler, not because I'm on Nazi or Beato's side. I'm actually not on Nazi's Beato's side. I was also not on Erika's side. I was neutral, like I mentioned. But any side Battler's on is my side because I am Battler. I identify as Battler, and I have such a close relationship with Battler that is me and him are one. If he's on something, I'm on it too, automatically. The biggest thing me and Battler have a gap on is the love for Beato. I don't love Beato. I don't see this. I don't see what's special about her. I mean, go ahead and love her if you want, Battler. You're my double. Just like how Erika and Erika and Vern are doubles. Me and Battler are doubles too, in a way. All right. Me and the Reader and Battler are doubles, sure. But yeah, I mean, Battler is. I don't understand it, Beato. I don't understand where you come from in your love for Beato, but I don't get it. I have zero romantic feelings for Beato. I think she's a great character, but my romantic feelings for Beato is zero, bro. Like zero. I have more romantic feelings for a stranger, for a woman I've never met than Beato, because Beato has not shown a personality that I can come to like, and I can come to be happy spending time with. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. But you know, Battler clearly likes it. All right, go ahead then, Battler. But I can't stand. I'm not gonna stand for it. So let's just move on. Why complain so much? Alright. Why are you laughing at yourself now? So, if Battler joins her side, I'm on his side. So, even if Battler joins Beato's side, I will still be on his side. But the moment Beato does her own thing, I'm not going to be on her side no more. Just because Battler's on her side doesn't mean I'm on her side, okay? I still need to be convinced that I can like Beato. I still haven't done that. I saw someone saying that most people by this point already like Beato. Someone told me that, and I said, alright, well, not me. As in, most readers like Beato, like they like Beato. I like her as a character, but I don't like Beato. As in, there are characters that I love, but I hate them even more than Beato, or to an equal amount, or something like that, right? But I love their character still, right? I just dislike them as a person. I would hate spending time. I wouldn't even want to meet them in person. I guess Beato's not that bad. I wouldn't like completely against meeting her in person. But I would not like to spend time with her. That's the point. I would absolutely not. Her personality really does not work well. It does not mesh with mine at all. But Battler can go ahead and do that. I don't let anyone else get in the way. Beatrice! Great. Wait, really? Really? Oh, I could have read this chapter at the end of last part, you know. I didn't know there was so little left. There was like a second left of the whole chapter. Alright, it's 11 p.m. a.m. Sorry, it's Sunday, right? It's the second day. Reasoning inspection is the chapter 8. We're in the Golden Land, so we're back to this better world with doll Beato now. So Beato's now actually what she's supposed to be, not in the secondary meta world where she's herself. In the Golden Land, the quiet rain just kept on falling. In the arbor sat the sad witch whose eyes had lost their glint, and Battler. Regilla could also be seen there. She sat next to Beato, knitting quietly. Lambda Delta's game had passed the climax of the first twilight, and they were taking a short break. Gazing out at the golden rose garden soaked with rain, Battler thought back on the present, what was to come, and what had happened so far. To Battler, thinking was itself a battle. Even with the game stopped and Beat unable to speak, he could still keep on fighting. Virgilia suddenly stopped her knitting. Batra had noticed too. Though none should have been able to visit this rose garden, they had noticed a silhouette approaching. Ho ho? Is it Lanor? Is it Lanor? Let's go. Please tell me it's Lanor. I wanna see Lanor, you know. Not many people can reach this place. I doubt it's Ronove or any of the seven stakes or Lambda or Burn. I think it's Lanor. I think the only one that could be Lanor. Please tell me I'm right. It's her. It's a girl. Tell me it's Lanor or Ronald A. Knox. Delanor A. Knox. Come on. Tell me I'm right. Yes, I heard the clock. Yeah, I knew it. There's no way we're gonna get so little. A big reason for why I knew it was her as well is, I mean, I didn't know it was her, I guessed, but there's no way we're gonna get so little for character just in her fight with Battler, and we weren't going to actually see more from her, right? I mean, it seemed like we were gonna learn more about her too. So, her visiting here, okay, it's interesting. And it makes sense why she can visit this place, even though nobody should be able to visit it. That silhouette, walking through the quietly falling rain without so much as an umbrella, was Delanor. Alright, she's out here. So apparently she does have a metal arm, by the way. This arm is made of metal. I just thought it was a cosmetic. I didn't think it was actually her arm, like her actual arm. Metal arm. I thought it was just a cosmetic and her arm is just under it. But okay, I guess I was wrong according to a comment, so. Why are you here? Mrs. Beatrice. Okay, well, that's one way to address her. Mrs. Virgilia now, is it not? Excuse me. Okay, I like the way she's addressing them. Mrs. Virgilia. Dolanor. I'll just call it Delanor. Delanor, I think works well. I don't have to go Dolanoro. That's okay. The arbor seems tiny, by the way. Can it fit more than 4 people at this point? I mean, you're 4 now with Delanor. Can it fit more? What if another guest comes in? Oh, come on, Battler. She can join up. Yes, you were against her in that battle, but she just did her work as someone who employed her. Alright? I don't get on Delanor for that. Alright? Delanor isn't. I don't think Delanor's a bad person. I don't see any hostility from Delanor. Yeah, she hasn't come to fight. Exactly. I agree with Virgilia. The situation in the King's Study is completely different because she was literally summoned by Erika to fight for her. That's what she was. That was her job, kind of thing. But here, why would she? She has no reason to fight at this point. Do you know her? I mean, you know her. You should know her. Didn't you meet her in the when you're watching the game? She's one of my old friends from heaven, but you're not from heaven. You're a witch. You're from hell or purgatory. Purgatory. Sorry. This really takes me back. She also killed her own dad, Ronald A. Knox. Why'd you kill your own... Execute. Why would you kill him? Did he break one of your own commandments? Yeah, that would be funny. Execute because you broke your own commandment, idiot. You broke your own rules. Oh. I've often battled with her over interpretations. Well, guess what? My name is Battler, so if you battle, then you can battle. Okay, never mind. I'd like to do it again sometime.
またいつかご一緒に必ず。あなたとはぜひまた戦いたいです。
I'd love to fight with you again. They used the word fight, but it didn't sound like they meant anything unpleasant by it. Battler. It sounded like something old chess rivals would say to each other. You're comparing them to Nanjo and Kinzo. Unlike Beato, it seemed that Virgilia had always acted properly and courteously. Courteously. So she's had many friends in various other worlds, including both heaven and the demon world. So why isn't Beato like that? Why is Beato... You know, I immediately fell in love with Virgilia, basically, in episode 3. Why can Beato be like that? Why... Man... I think Virgilia's awesome. I know what she did to me in episode 3, but the fact... I think she just fell along with Beato at this point. I think. I don't know. That really hurt me, but... Now I don't... You know... you could say, I mean, she's tricking you again, but... Man, Virgilia, man... I still like Virgilia though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm letting, you know, her great appearance fool me, ruin me. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's rough. Including both heaven and the demon world. Alright. Surprisingly, the Lunner was one of them. I don't think that's that surprising. The Lunor, who had crossed swords with me just a short while ago, bowed her head as if to thank us for allowing her shelter from the sudden rain, and sat in the seat Virgilia pointed out, like a guest. Is there any type of black tea you would prefer? Any tea you make is superb. Hey, you throw shade at one of it. Nah, I'm joking. One of it can make better cookies though. Darjeeling? Would you like some more Battler Beato? Beato and I would like a refill, okay. Right? Yeah, okay, don't talk. Come on! Speak! Say something, Beato. Come on! Not gonna lie, I do like this personality first more than when she's annoying. Don't tell anybody I said that. Don't tell Umineko fans I said that. Wait, what am I talking about? I'm literally discussing with Umineko fans as we speak. Ugh. Nah, I don't. I'll be honest, I don't. Obviously, of course, at the end of the day, being Beato, I mean, being a doll is no fun for anybody. All right, you might as well be your normal personality that I dislike over being this. All right, I'll obviously take that over this. This is, come on, talk, say something at the end of the day. I do want that. Truthfully, I do. As usual, Beato didn't answer, but if you quietly gave her a cup, she would sip it from time to time. There was still some black tea left in that cup, but it had already chilled. So Battler asked for a refill for Beato as well. How pitiable that Beatrice, the endless witch famous for her cruelty, has been reduced to this. Lamb Delta is the one controlling the Beato that's on the game board. Is she also the one controlling the romance? Does that mean the romance isn't really happening? Let's go! Nah, that's coping for me. It's happening. I get it. I know. Batters and Beato's romance is happening, huh? Sure. I can keep coping that it won't happen because I don't want it to happen, but it will happen. So you're saying similar to how Mari and Beato have their Golden Land. This is the Golden Land created by Beato where she invites me in. Because you need at least 2 people to make a Golden Land or to make a world. You're saying that she created this world and invited you? You're saying also that not only is this the world that where you're invited, this is also the world where she invites in Maria eventually? On the game board, Beato and I met Lanor. But those were the game pieces of those witches. They weren't Beato and me ourselves. And I guess that wasn't Lanor herself either.
だからわざわざここまでバトラ君とベアトに挨拶に来てくれたのですか？相変わらず律儀な子ですね。
I see yours as conscientious as always. So, if the game pieces were Batter and Beato's pieces made by Lambda and Burn, does that mean I can still keep coping that the romance between Batter and Beato won't happen? Let me go for as long as I can. Or until Beato, shows me that I can like her. But for now, nah.
私の流儀です。
I've been talking about that too much now. I'll leave it. I'll leave the discussion about that for now, alright?
はじめまして、ミスター・バトラ
Mr. Butler. Hello.
ー。ドラノール・エノックスと申します。敵対する役ではありますが、よろしくお願いいたします。
The opposing roles, but it's a pleasure to meet you. This is like actors in a movie talking to each other. It's like you may be the antagonist, the villain of the movie, and I may be the protagonist, or a side character with the protagonist. But hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. We're still actors at the end of the day. We're still friends, right? Imagine this entire visual novel is just a drama all along, right? It is actually all acting. Nobody died all along. It's just all the whole long, intricate movie made by the people in the world of Umineko. I mean, never actually happened. Pleased to meet you,
はじめまして、ミス・ベアトリーチェ。
Miss Beatrice.
ドラノール・エノックスと申します。
Is this the first time you meet Beato as well? Because you're friends with Virgilia, of course, but I guess this is the first time you meet Beato. Interesting, considering Beato's lived for 1,000 years and Virgilia's her master, so at no point during these 1,000 years did you think, hey, let me visit Virgilia's student? I don't know. Beato, of course, won't respond. That's rude of you. Say hello.
ありがとうございます。ミス・ベアトリーチェ。
The witch and the inquisitor whose job it was to hunt witches greeted each other around the tea table surrounded by the aroma of black tea. Isn't that weird? She's supposed to hunt witches, but they're greeting each other. They're having a great time. Oh, great. Alright. I say greeting each other. Beatrice hasn't greeted her for a second. Batter scoping here. He wants that his girl would actually greet back, but she's not. It was a strange sight. Virgilia made gold butterflies appear from the palms of her hands and transformed them into a teapot and a can of tea leaves. It was a very witch-like way of preparing tea. She was a witch, so it wasn't a particularly unusual sight. Though I was a bit concerned about whether Lanor, an inquisitor, could allow herself to watch such a spectacle.
ご安心を。私は振る舞われる紅茶の立て方に口を挟むほど不粋ではありません。
I'm not so rude as to quibble about the way my tea is served. For a second I thought she was gonna say, have no fear, Almighty's here. Hi, sorry, bad joke. Let's keep moving. Even though the tea's being made with magic?
物陰に紅茶の道具があり、私たちに隠れてミセス・バルキリアが紅茶を入れている。それを魔法で入れたと私たちが解釈・判断し、物語に記した。ノックス第9条でも認められる解釈です。
It is interpretation permitted even by Nox's ninth commandment. What was Nox's ninth commandment? It was made with magic and is written as such in the tale. What? What is Nox's ninth commandment? This is wild.
おやおや、9条の解釈は大法院でもタブー視されるほどのデリケートな問題のはず。私的発言とはいえ、 首席異端審問官の発言と知られれば首が飛ぶかもしれませんよ。
Even though it's just a personal opinion, if it became known that the Chief Inquisitor said such a thing, you might be sacked. Wow, is the ninth commandment that delicate? Why don't you let me know what it is then? I forgot.
私がどのような解釈を記そうともミセスの紅茶の味を何ら偽ることにはなりません。ですから私はその立て方を気にすることはないのです。
Though she looked cold, she was a surprisingly tactful person. If the Lanor were to deny that the black tea had been prepared with magic, this magic would surely be crushed in an instant. In an instant. Not in an instant. Okay, that was a weird grammatical error, wasn't it? However, even if it was depicted that the tea set existed here and Virgilia had used it to make the tea normally, the result, that Virgilia had made tea, would still remain unchanged.
結果を闇に閉ざす魔法は邪悪です。私たちは許さない。しかし家庭を包む魔法は邪悪とは限りません。私の敵は邪悪であって魔法そのものではないのです。
My foe is the evil, not the magic itself. Interesting take. Interesting take. Is that what the ninth commandment says?
なるほどな。紅茶のもてなしが出てくることが重要なんであって、その立て方についてどうこう突っ込まないのが客の礼儀ってわけか。
That's right. It's common courtesy to be grateful for the tea that someone makes for you. There's nothing elegant about pushing your way into the kitchen and poking around through the tea making process.
台所は客人を招く場所ではありません。そしてそこよりの配膳はもてなしの心で美しく飾られるべきです。どうぞ、暑いですよ。
ありがとうです。砂糖とミルクも欲しいです。
まだストレートでは飲めませんか？
子供なので。
I am a kid.
甘くないとダメです。
I like that line. I am a kid. It has to be sweet. I feel like I feel like I don't like milk in my tea, but I definitely like some sugar. I hate drinking tea straight. I'll be honest. I don't know how people do it. I mean, I guess I am a kid too. I mean, I look older than Delano, that's for sure. But she's probably lived for 1,000 years, hasn't she, or something like that. She executed her own father. I don't know. But it has to be sweet, she says. I don't know. It doesn't have to be extremely sweet for me, but it does have to have some sugar. I can't drink tea straight. Is that supposed to be a thing? To drink tea straight without sugar? That's wild. That's wild. I don't know. But but no milk.
魔法ってのは優しい嘘なのか。
嘘 というと聞こえが悪いですね。日本語で表現する場合は就職と呼んだ方がよりふさわしいでしょう。
子供に飴を与えるとき、ポケットの中でぐしゃぐしゃになったのを出して与えるのと、素敵な手品を見せてそこから飴を出して与えたのでは、与える感情が全く違うはずです。
そりゃ手品でポンと飴を出された方がこじゃれてていい
違います。飴を与えるという結果に対し、より美しく楽しい就職を与えたことに意味があるのです。
The meaning isn't embellishing the results. A candy is given in a way that makes it even more beautiful and fun. What?
マリアちゃんに飴をあげるとき、
Uh-huh.
ポケットから出して与えるのと、普段から良い子にしていたから妖精さんが持ってきてくれたと言って、こっそりポケットに忍ばせるのは全く違うという意味ですよ。
それを全員のアリバイを調べて、誰がポケットに忍ばせたのか調べ上げて特定するのは、私は無粋なことと思っています。飴を受け取り少女が喜んだという結果こそが重要です。そして少女を喜ばせるために就職されたことが意味あることなのです。
意外だな。魔法と名がつけば全否定みたいな感じで登場しやがった。
異端審問官としてはそう振る舞います。職務ですので。ですが職務を離れているときはそこまで冷酷になりたくありません。
Okay, fair enough.
勤務中は市場は持ち込まないってわけか。できるやつだ。
She does. Fair enough. I can see why she's Chief Inquisitor.
異端審問官として魔女を狩るのは仕事です。しかし一個人としては魔女を憐れんでいます。しかし異端審問官としては無慈悲に断罪します。結果において私が魔女たちを処刑するのに変わりがない。私の憐れみなど所詮は無駄な就職に過ぎません。あってもなくても何も変わらない。ならなくてもいい。
そんなことはありませんよ。結果が同じでも心が違えば大きく意味が異なることもあります。あなたの母が焼いたクッキーは優れたパティシエが作るクッキーよりきっと美味しかったはず。それは心が込められていることを知っているからですよ。
そうだな。結果が同じに見えても真心ってやつがあるかないかで意味は全然変わるかもしれないぜ。
そうでしょうか。私の心などあってもなくても何の意味もない。
Delano's gaze fell to her cup, a little sadly.
なことはね。
Battler saying that the heart is important. Don't forget the love.
今の話を聞いて俺はお前の見方を少し変えたぞ。だから心が無意味なんてことは絶対にねえ。
Yeah, I've also changed my outlook on Delano, you know. But gives a little surprise to hear the words she should have said coming from Battler's mouth. After all, understanding the heart was the first step towards magic's true nature. Perhaps Battler was unconsciously starting to understand, bit by bit, the essence of Beato, the essence of witches. Well, the essence of Beato is okay. I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to get into that now. And the very first essence of all, the essence of magic. Whether you want to become a witch or vanquish them, the very first step is learning about magic. So learning about the heart. Virgilia was sure that she felt this faint change within Battler.
先ほどの戦いではありがとうございました。最後の最後に慈悲を与えてくれたこと感謝いたします。
I'm gonna end there, y'all. Yeah, so you can keep it moving and make more parts. But hope you guys enjoy this one. The lawnmower is a bit different than I was expecting. You know, just like Bat was saying. I didn't expect it to have these takes on magic. But it's interesting. It's interesting. We'll learn more about it next part, which I'll probably record soon. So I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, alright, y'all. Peace.